All right, everyone. So, what's going to happen with the OG Bloodline after Survivor Series? Now, we're recording this before Survivor Series, so we don't know what the results are, but we wanted to post this after Survivor Series was over because we thought, the report was written before Survivor Series, so we wanted to get this out. We wanted to record it with the knowledge of when it was written, but we also didn't want to post it before just because I think we didn't want to jump ahead too far. So we don't know at the time of recording this what happened at Survivor Series, but this is supposed to be, anyways, what's going to happen after. So this is from Russell Votes Radio. We are hearing that the plans for the OG Bloodline are to remain somewhat connected throughout the winter, as the group won't be disbanding completely post Saturday night's Survivor Series. It is expected by many that the Bloodline story will be a focal point of the early Netflix Raw shows. So TC, they brought all these guys back together. The Usos, Sami Zayn, not CM Punk. I don't believe he'll be part of it. But with the four, with Roman Reigns included, that story is going to remain all the way through the winter into the Royal Rumble and things of that nature. So excited to see where this goes, as Saturday night likely won't be the end of either side of the bloodline. So, with the knowledge now of what we saw on SmackDown, there's two things that we can consider. The first is we know now that Roman and CM Punk, something's going to be happening with that going forward. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's something that's going to happen with that. That's number one. And it's interesting because if you listen to what Paul Heyman says, so Paul Heyman is making his case to Roman Reigns as to why is it, okay? Why is it that you need to have CM Punk here? And the point he makes is a simple one. He says, without CM Punk, there is no chance. They're going to beat us, and that's it. He said it's over. The Bloodline storyline is over without CM Punk helping us out to get this win. That's number one. The second thing he says is that with CM Punk, we have a chance for survival. So the point is that what Paul Heyman is setting up is that with basically without him, there's no chance that this Bloodline storyline is going to go on. Solo will have just won. And if the other side wins, the original Tribal Chief side or the original Bloodline side wins, well, then we're just breaking even. That's the way he's looking at it, is we're living to fight another day. So I don't know if that is directly tied to necessarily the outcome of the match. I think either way, I can see this thing continuing, depending on how it ends, if they bring some new member in, if something, whatever happens, whatever ends up happening, you can continue the storyline. But I just think that's an important point, which is the way that Paul Heyman and in turn WWE is setting up this to be is that this is the original Bloodline is on the ropes and they're just trying to survive. They're just trying to get to the next day. This other Bloodline is here to stay regardless of kind of what happens. And like I said, there could be an interference or somebody returns or something and it throws the whole thing into chaos, and then the loss wouldn't necessarily be as bad, so the outcome wouldn't matter. But I think how everything goes down is what's going to matter. So, in closing here, what's slated to happen next is that going into this, the Bloodline storyline is going to be a major part of Raw, and Netflix obviously is going to want that because they didn't buy WWE to get the second storylines here. They bought it to get the number one storylines, and this one is it. So I think that is a pretty good predictor. I know you're going to be watching this knowing exactly the results of what happened. And so put in the comments if after watching Survivor Series you still think this is what's going to happen, and we will update you as we learn more. So thank you all for watching.